So the one we will be doing tonight is called Dangerous Games. So I will read the little score or briefing that they give us. They give us movie nights where they list movies that may be similar, or book club of this particular place that's based on a trilogy of novels that take place at Gen Con. So this is gonna be interesting. So the score says the most dangerous game, Gen Con, the largest tabletop gaming convention in the Western Hemisphere. A gathering of the particular branch of the geek tribe that likes to get its game on in analog style, rolling dice, pushing lead, and slapping down cards. With something shy of 50,000 people descending on Indianapolis for a long, hot weekend in the middle of August, Gen Con is the size of a small city. A gamertastic brigade that pops up on Wednesday in the Indiana Convention Center and then vanishes on Sunday until next year. They call it the best 4 days in gaming. It might also be the deadliest.
Dun dun dun.
Moving nights, they suggest movies like Die Hard, The Taking of Pelham 123.
It's so extreme.
Fanboys, Galaxy Quest, Comic-Con Episode 4 of Fans Hope.
Okay.
The books upon which this is based are called How to Play, How to Cheat, How to Win. And some other books
how to cheat, how to win.
That fit the theme include Marker in the ABA by Isaac Asimov, Thimbles of the Death Sun, and Zombies of the Gene Pool.
These all sound awesome.
They do.
TV shows Leverage, it's just one that fits this kind of feel. So we will get into setting up the game. And for those who aren't familiar with it, we have 4 categories. It's relationship, location, need, and object. And we'll define those. Usually it's by rolling dice. I think we're just gonna kind of take turns picking. So it's a little bit different than a standard game. And that just partially to save time because we have a short window of time to play. And I want to make sure we have enough time for the different scenes and acts.
Okay.
So to set this up, what happens is under each of these 4 categories, we have 6 other categories like family, friends, business, co-workers. And then under each of those, we have 6 options that we can pick from.
Okay.
And we take turns picking. For example, I would say which one of the 4 I want to define, and I would pick a subcategory, if you will.
Okay.
And then, for example, if I said me and CA will be family, then and someone else later on can come back and define what that family tie is.
That's right. I remember this now.
So it's pretty easy setup. we all will need paper, pen, and pencil, that kind of stuff.
God, using paper. It's been forever since I've used paper.
What is this? What do I do with it?
It's parchment.
Are we like an old movie?
Yes. We're trapped in one of those 1940 movies. So this will be awesome, and we do have donations available for the Extra Life charity on each of our profile pages. We can have different things happen. I don't really expect much in the array of it changing the game because Fiasco's kind of crazy anyway. But we'll see.
Be creative, folks.
Yeah, you can donate. I'll try my best. Anything you want to change our characters? I know that we have a voice actor here, Sean. Yeah.
What?
I have lots of hats, and I can sing things, so that's an option.
So there's a lot of options. I know on my profile page for a $10 donation, you could get a PDF copy of Look God's Two Amazing Creatures, Volume 1, 2, or 3. Which 3 is our newest release. So.
Which, if you haven't looked at them, they're pretty stinking awesome.
Why, thank you. They're a lot of fun to do. So we will get started with the setup. And what order would you guys like to go in? Like, who wants to pick first, second, third?
I want to go first.
Okay.
Fine.
I mean, we can roll to see who goes first, but I will win.
No, that's fine.
So if CA's going first, would you like to go second, Sean?
Certainly.
And then I'll bring up the location.
Yeah, I have the thing too. I'm going through that now. Oh, wow.
Object.
Not of choices. One.
Yes, it's a 10. And the way Fiasco normally works, if you're sitting together around a table, normally you'll have a relationship with the person on the left and the right. Online, I typically go with each player has a relationship with the others.
Okay.
So you'll want to write all of them down because you'll want to know basically who's related to who and in what way as a relationship.
I would like to pick a location.
Okay.
And I'm picking the convention center.
Okay. So the category will be the convention center.
Yep.
So under location, all of us will write that down.
Okay, convention center.
It is written.
It is written.
Yes,
I am actually trying to pull up the place item. I'm having a difficult time. Here we go.
Yeah, I had a bit of trouble opening it myself.
Well, I mean, I can pick all the choices. That's fine.
No.
I choose relationships.
Yeah, no. I got it. It's all right. You just you sit down.
Just calm down there, little guy.
Yeah, just calm down there. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, all right. So are we picking any relationship, location, need, or object?
Yep.
Yeah.
You just pick.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you pick which one you want to pick a category for, and then
and not like the subcategories that are under it
that
that are listed with dice. Just
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go relationship rivals.
Okay. And who do you
Heathen.
want that to be with?
A CA, obviously.
Ew. Like, I wanted to go with you to Convention Center anyway.
So Sean's character and CA's character will be rivals of some kind.
I have to go there because she's going to be there, and I can't let her take all the good loot, okay?
Sounds reasonable to me. Well,
I see how it is. Pick a category.
We do know how
Was this
you
roasting?
love-
Extra life roasting style?
Yes. We do know how you love loot.
I do love my loot.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to pick the need is to escape.
Ooh, okay.
To escape what we don't know yet. And the need can be one of us, all of us. It's however we bring it up as we play. So now it goes back to CA to make her net choice.
It's my turn. So do I have to pick another main category, like the objects, or I can pick smaller ones?
You can pick smaller ones on anything that's already been defined, or you can pick the bigger ones. It's totally up to you.
Some of these are pretty funny. All right, so at the convention center in the True Dungeon Fantasy Tavern, Hall D.
Okay.
Very specific.
Right. True Dungeon
I'm
Fantasy
gonna get my Gen Con map out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, True Dungeon Fantasy Center.
Mm-hmm. It's so much fun, by the way. You should try it.
True
When you're not my rival.
Fantasy
Maybe when I am your rival.
Oh, jeez.
Tavern.
Fine, I'll steal everything.
I'll see you at PAX U.
And I'm so psyched about it. I can't
Yeah, it's
wait.
gonna be dope.
Holy crap.
Okay. So now it goes to Sean again to make his net choice.
Let's see.
Choose wisely.
This is great.
No.
Alright.
And part of what I like about not using the dice is it opens up the choices. Whereas if we were using dice, we're limited to the numbers we roll, except for the last choice, which is wild.
Alright. Under rivals, I'm going to
Okay.
pick heads of competing gaming companies.
Ooh. Wow.
I was gonna go for the cosplay one, but I was like, nah, CA would beat the pants off me in that.
Heads of
I'm not
opposing
talking to you, but later.
game
Thank you.
companies. Okay, I think I am going to pick the category of relationship between me and CA and go with Twisted.
Tristan?
Twist.
Or Twisted?
Yes.
Twisted, yeah.
We're Twisted.
Not Tristed.
I was like, what does Tristan mean?
You're like, whoa.
Wow. So that's for relationships?
Yep.
Twisted.
And then we get to define it. And there's some really good choices.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. So now it goes back to CA to pick, and my feelings will probably look at what I pick and see if something strikes her fancy.
Wow. There's a lot of choices. What is with need? Let's go over here and see. Oh. So for need, it was to escape you picked, right?
Yes.
So are we done with needs?
Except for defining what we're escaping from.
So we have to look at to find for that? Or under escape? Oh, it's to
Under
escape.
I
Okay.
need to escape, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Did you read these? They're hilarious.
Yes. That's why I picked that one.
From the hotel bill. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. No.
It's hard to choose.
I know, because I really like the first three. But I do like the hotel bill one too. We'll go for the writer's block that's killing your dreams.
Correct.
Okay. So one of us is also a writer.
Mhm. Yes.
And that could tie into the gaming company.
Yes, it
too,
certainly could.
If one of you's like an indie publisher.
Don't help him. With your twisted relationship with me.
Truly twisted.
Yeah.
So I
The only
am.
kind of relationship to have with you.
So Sean is next.
Okay. Let's take a look at objects. We just left that subject all.
Yes, we haven't touched that. We have CA and me's relationship to define, and then you and me's relationship.
Some of these are really good. I am definitely going to go for recreational.
It's a
Okay.
recreational object.
Recreational objects. Those are great.
Okay, so recreational.
Hmm.
So I am gonna scroll down and see what all's under there.
Because that's the last one, right?
No, we also have to define your and my relationship, and then we haven't touched me and Sean's
Yep.
relationship.
Mm.
Yeah, CA. It's not all about you.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave the object alone,
Okay.
Interesting.
and I'm gonna scroll all back up. And I am going to say me and Sean's relationship is friends.
Friends.
What? He gets friends?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I always get friends. There's so many friends. Oh my gosh, guys.
Fine. That's
And
me,
then
right?
it's back to you. You can define your and me, my relationship, mine and Sean's, or define the object.
I'm going to go for object.
Okay.
And we'll go for the first one, a brick of drugs smuggled in a game.
Yes! That's what I wanted.
Okay. So brick of drug smuggled in the game.
I think I'm starting to understand your twisted relationship.
It's all coming
Could
together
it?
now.
Could very well be.
Yeah. Especially since it's my turn now.
Oh, no.
Yes. So you can define CA and my relationship, or yours and mine.
So one of them under twisted is drug dealer and customers.
Yes.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
So it's between me and Jarin?
Mhm.
Yes, so one of us is a customer and one of us is a dealer.
I think we know who the dealer is.
Jarin. Clearly. I'm so innocent. Okay.
Okay. So it comes to me to define our relationship as
Yes.
friends.
Mhm.
So let's see.
Pals will only meet at Gen Con. Lovely's having an affair at convention.
I just saw that. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, keep his understanding drinking buddies, but I repeat myself.
We have to do the rival one too. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
I think we are going to pick college gaming buddies reunited at the show.
That sounds good. I can do that.
So I imagine it's like 10, 20 years we haven't seen each other.
Right, we don't even know we're here.
Exactly, and we just happen to reunite.
That's great. Okay.
So there is a couple things we need to talk about
Okay.
as we go to make our characters. For example, with CA and my relationship, we need to decide who the dealer is and who the customer is. Looking at the different relationships, if CA's also head of a gaming company, and the drugs are being smuggled in the game. So I'm thinking it makes sense that CA's the drug dealer, and I'm the one, and I'm the one purchasing the product.
Of course.
Product.
But it could go the other way around too.
It could be that CA is a gaming designer that is horrifically stressed, but has all this extra cash and no extra time.
And doesn't.
The stress is pretty accurate.
Really could use a brick of drugs. This is so stressed.
And so specific.
Yeah, a brick of drugs. Think we know what drugs those are. And yeah, maybe you're the one providing it. So yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah. So what do you think, CA?
About my brick of drugs?
About who would be the dealer, who would be the customer.
I could be dealer. That's fine.
Okay.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you better bring a lot of money. Just saying.
Exactly.
I have a lot of stuff to buy at Gen Con. Like Kingdom Death, like super expensive.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
It's a habit to kick, I just say it.
So heads of opposing companies is another one. Although we don't really need to go in great detail there. But I imagine it's probably something similar to like Paizo versus Wizards of the Coast. Kind of.
You're making us really big.
Yeah. Like, woohoo! What is Gen Con?
Yeah. You may be smaller indie publishers, but I kind of picture it's that kind of almost rivalry.
Oh my goodness, I appreciate the weight you've given us.
Yes. So successful.
Right.
So the next step is making characters, and that's basically we give them a name, gender, a job description if we need one.
Can't wait to describe my rival.
Me, CA, Sean. So I think I will be playing Aiden Guile, which happens to be the name of my Firefly character.
You said Aiden?
Yes,
Okay.
Aden. And then the last name is spelled Gayle, but it's pronounced Guile.
Guile. Okay.
Guile. And obviously male. Jamaican descent.
Male Jamaican. Okay.
And I imagine he's there as just not like a vendor or anything. He's just there to participate.
Okay.
Like, as a fan of the hobby, going to playing games and see the sights. Okay, so who are you going to play, CA?
My name's gonna be Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. How typical.
Mary Jane.
You're welcome. I'm a lady.
You a lady.
And I'm the founder of Primetime Gaming.
Primetime. You know, I might have a slight argument to make about the whole lady thing.
Time gaming.
Oh, really?
Hardly.
CE.
Hardly polite enough to be considered a lady. That lady over at Primetime Gaming, if you can call her that.
Okay, so who will you be playing, Sean?
Yeah, John.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to be playing Kyle.
I love how you said it. Kyle.
Okay.
Greinert.
Grinder to the ground.
So Greinert. And I will be playing a male. Let's see. I am the designer for Punch and Booty Gaming.
Designer for
Punch and Booty.
And Booty
Told you I want that loot.
Yep.
Gaming. Awesome. So we have our characters made. And so the next step is we go to act out scenes. Now in Fiasco, the scenes do not have to be in chronological order. That does tend to happen. And usually, just because we're human and we think linear. But we can literally have the very last scene outside of the epilogues first. We can have a scene that's like in middle of what you would consider a typical game session.
Mm-hmm.
And come first, we can do things like flashbacks to how we met before Gen Con. So like we could flash back to our college days where me and Kyle were college buddies. So all kinds of weird things can ensue. Normally, I do two scenes per person.
Okay.
And we will be using the aftermath dice system. So at the end of each scene, we'll roll a die of a certain color based on if it was a positive or negative outcome for that character.
Okay.
So to start a scene, whoever's turn it is picks to establish the scene or resolve it. If they choose to establish it, it works kind of like a DM in most systems where they set the scene.
Okay.
And say who the characters are, etc. If you choose to resolve it, you get to say when the scene ends.
Okay.
Now, if you choose to resolve it, that means it's, for example, if Sean chooses to resolve it, that means it's up to me and CA to set the scene.
That's right.
Got it.
So, if you guys...
Sure you got it? Or did you need him to repeat it?
I'm alright. Thanks.
Okay.
I don't need your help. Okay.
See, they're getting into character already. So, if you would like, we can keep the same order as CA goes first, then Sean, then me.
Yes.
Just to make it easier on us. So, CA, you're up.
So we are at Gen Con and currently in a True Dungeon hall. So have either of you been to True Dungeon?
No.
Okay. So what it is it's basically, it's a hall that's split into multiple sectors, and in each one there is basically like a Dungeons and Dragons LARPing game going on. So you walk in and it looks just like kind of like a haunted house, but it's a dungeon that you go through, and the characters are all dressed up in themes and voice actors and stuff come out. And when you do combat, it's actually shuffleboard. So you're the guy on the shuffleboard, and then you kind of scoot it along. There's also puzzles and things like that, but it's a very dramatic scene when you go.
Love it. Okay.
So that's where we will start.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like since I'm rivals with Sean, I think that Sean should be one of the enemies that's in True Dungeon, one of the actors that's there. And I'm going to come in and make your life difficult.
Oh, no.
With my twisted friend.
Alrighty.
Aiden is his name. Aiden. You ready for some True Dungeon?
I suppose I'm more curious about how the supply. But we'll get to that. After all, I haven't been to Gen Con. What's it like here?
It's pretty amazing. Anything's possible. How much money do you have?
Right.
I've brought enough. Plus
Okay.
some.
Okay. Well, how about we start off at trying out True Dungeon?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good time.
And maybe afterwards we take a little hit on the ganja. And...
I forgot you're playing a Jamaican character.
The ganja.
You know.
A German.
And you know, we seal the deal like sister and brothers do.
Oh, we're related?
Oh, no. Sister, brother.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Exactly, Mom.
So I see like the dungeon master come out and they start handing out character sheets for us because that's part of it as well. And then we walk into the first scene and it looks like we're in a dungeon and there's a chest with what might be loot inside of it. And we see our friend, what's your name? Gherkin? What is your thing? Kyle Gherkin. You see Kyle Gherkin, our enemy.
I'm now a pickle.
Standing there.
And is he done up in makeup? And...
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Okay, so
like a troll. It's like
So I imagine at this point,
smelly troll because he's just been working all day.
So I imagine at this point I don't actually recognize him.
No.
But he probably would recognize me. And see me talking to maybe Jay goes, so that just is loot. I suppose that troll is the one to take out.
Yeah, that's right, Aiden.
And he's looking a little weird, checking out the character sheet. Well, looks like I'm playing the barbarian. Well, that would make sense for this great accent. So he picks up this great axe off the floor. And
It's like made of foam.
exactly.
I'm not gonna say anything because I know this is not how the game is played, but I'm really curious to see how it's gonna go.
So yeah, Kyle's definitely like he sees. What is your name again?
Aiden.
No, Mary Jane. Mary Jane. That's right. He
Yeah.
sees Mary Jane across the way, and he's like, and you hear him like. He takes this big foam club and like slaps it down on the ground and just like he's like getting ready for you. He knows he's bound by rules, so he can't just go run at you. He really wants to. But he sees that you're with Aiden. He's like, he doesn't break character. He's just. You see him just waiting for you. Just like licking his chops.
And I'm kind of looking back and forth, like, is this what we're supposed to do? Kind of thing.
Hello, Gherkin.
Having never learned or anything before.
So we meet again in this dank dungeon of yours.
You like it?
Aiden just kind of looks.
I thought it stank more because of your presence there, Mary Jane.
That's not possible.
I see you've captured someone.
All right, Aiden, now's the time.
Okay. Aiden goes, okay, we go slay the troll. and just starts running its rings.
And that will end the scene.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
So because CA established it, what happens is me and Sean get to determine if it was a positive or negative for her character.
Okay.
Give her that dice, and then she gets to give it away to one of us, obviously, because we're the only three here.
Right.
That's right. Last time I counted.
So, I think it actually is more of a negative because she's encountered Kyle. There.
Messing with your head.
Hey, it ain't my die. That's fine.
I'm going to, out of character, say that this is going to be a positive for Sia's character because now she has like further cemented her relationship with Jarin, her client, by showing him how to LARP in this dungeon.
And I could see both ways, and it could also be a positive in that you're here, so she can keep an eye on you.
Yeah, she knows him.
So given that, and you think it's positive, we'll go with a positive dice, and then CA will get to give it away.
So do I have to give out both a positive and a negative?
No, you only get one. It's something we have to talk about and decide what we're giving you.
Okay, so I got a positive one.
Yeah. Unlike our game the other night, because there was only 2 of us.
Okay.
There was a discussion on really on what to give.
I would give it to Gherkin. Because they
Okay.
did stay in character in the true dungeon, even though they were about to be like axe faced. That was pretty impressive.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you will write down on your page that you have a white die, and then
Okay.
that will come up in the aftermath.
Got it.
And then soon as that's done, and it is on you to pick whether you want to establish or resolve a scene.
Ooh, okay. I would like to. I'm going to establish a scene.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to establish a scene where, let's go to where Aiden and Kyle met.
Okay, so back in college days.
Back in college, yeah. So they were both part of a unique club of writers that on the side would write TTRPG material.
Okay.
They were working together after being in a class on a class project and found this out about each other.
Okay. And I think this brings in the need to escape the writer's block. Yes. Because I think one of my dreams was to continue into the indie publishing field. And I'm imagining you actually went ahead and did that, and I just got locked up and kind of let it go, kind of deal.
Okay. I like this because we can tie this into other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is obviously way before Gen Con.
Yes.
So we don't even, or I don't even know Mary Jane yet, unless I meet her during my college years.
We could do that actually. We could establish the rivalry right now.
Yeah.
And have Mary Jane have gone to the same school.
And that could also establish the regular customer thing too.
Yep. So Mary Jane will be in the scene, but Kyle is unaware of her at this point. This is like Jarin and Mary Jane had a relationship, and Kyle and Jarin, or not, I keep saying Jarin. Aiden had a relationship before, but neither of them knew about it.
Okay. Awesome. So I imagine the scene actually starts out with us probably working together or after the class, and we find out.
Yeah, and then we can like cut over to like you guys all exit, and then you guys can have.
Yeah. And I imagine it's probably we're working on some kind of underwater adventure module kind of deal.
Okay.
Just because I love doing underwater adventures, and it's not something commonly used.
It's true. It's not. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't have that many ideas going for this. Like, are you sure you want to go this direction?
Well, I have a couple ideas, but I'm not sure how to bring them apart and to fruition. I'm kind of thinking maybe some kind of artifact was lost at sea, and they have to go down underwater to retrieve it. Maybe mermaids or tridents, and maybe Sahagins might inhabit some kind of wrecked ship or city down there that they have to explore. So,
Okay, I like where you're going, but how are they going to use their 10-foot poles, man? We gotta put that in there.
oh, yes, we have to have the immovable rod.
And I'm not in this room, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
try to make sure we're thinking about what the players want. You know, I really want to get in their head.
yeah. So we know people love the immovable rod.
Yeah.
So one of the things I'm thinking is, as they're approaching this sunken ship, having like a giant shark attack.
No, yeah, I like that. That's good.
And if the players think smart, they can like pry open the jaws with the immovable rod.
That's genius, man. Dude, you were gonna be such a good writer. You were gonna be so good, man. That's great.
I hope so. I enjoy writing in the class, and working like this is just awesome. This is what I live for, is building this kind of stuff together.
This is why I picked you as my partner, dude. I knew you had something special, man. You get the creative juices flowing, man. And then you hear like a knock over on the window, and there's some guy like waves over at Kyle, and he's like, "Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of something."
Okay, go take care of business. And I'm at Edge, and I pull out my phone and get maybe Jarin a text. Hey, I'm stepping outside of work now. Out to meet up with you for a few minutes. Could use some ganja, on. And then I step outside the building and wait for maybe Jane to arrive. Embrace the button.
And more away? Oh. All right. So I picture like I pull up in a car with like hydraulics. And I get out with my posse.
And like the whole time she's pulling up, I'm just, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just jamming to the music. I love that reggae beat you laying down, Mon.
Everything ends with one Mon. Mon. It ends with Mon. That's great.
And then that's maybe Jane It's like, I go, sister. How's it going, Mon?
Please call me sister. So like my posse looks like an episode of like Breakfast Club just came out of the vehicle. How you doing, Aiden?
Oh, not doing too bad. Creative ideas flowing, but can use that extra pick me up you always bring.
You know what really helps with creativity? A little bit of Mary Jane.
Always.
You twisted freak.
And he kind of smiles and goes, "Now, do you mean the package or the person?"
I am the whole package.
And he just gives you a beat, says, "How much I owe you, hun?"
Well, give me 50.
And he hands it over, takes the middle stash, kind of tucks it back, and rolls up a quick joint and puffs on it, goes, much better.
Can you feel the creativity now?
Goes, oh yeah.
Moving within you?
that conjure good medicine for the soul.
It's so good. You should put some unicorns in this with like some sharks. Yeah. Let them taste the rainbow.
That's an idea.
Oh, so good.
She also deals in cereals and candies.
Anyway, Mary Jane, thanks for making a delivery. I need to get back into work to make even more money. and he just kind of watching and then he'll turn and head back inside, and I think that's where that scene ends.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So because Sean established it, we get to decide if it was a positive or negative for his character and give him that dice to give away. Right.
So, like, it's a negative means that you felt like you didn't connect between each other in the scene?
Negative is
Very vague.
it's pretty vague. And it's basically if the result of the scene is a negative or positive, good or bad thing.
I felt like the result was a positive between the two of you. Yeah, definitely.
I think at this point it's a positive thing. And so he would get a white dice for positive to give to one of us.
I'm going to give it to Jarin.
Okay. So I will write down one white die. And then it goes to me to do a scene. And I am actually going to do the reverse and resolve a scene.
Okay.
So you and CA get to talk for a minute and decide what the scene is.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. What are we going to come up with here?
Well, we did get a donation for
awesome.
Sean to have an accent.
What accent?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Got it. Okay.
I didn't put any specifics in the donation list.
Oh, that's fine. I can definitely do that. Okay.
Awesome. So random donation for random accent.
So we're
You can
describing.
definitely have an accent the whole time. That's not a problem.
So, how we explained in the future how you don't have an accent is great. So that we're describing a scene between me and you.
No, I think we can just describe a scene, period. But I think it has to involve Aiden, right?
Right.
No, it can be anyone.
Yeah, okay.
And another thing is if the people who establish the scene don't involve your character, but you feel like your character would be there or do something, you can bring in your character, as well as in various NPCs like CA David to Posse.
Okay.
Hey, that's one of the things with Fiasco. It's really flexible in how you use it. So.
Okay. Well, shall we do the drug scene? Could we talk about maybe what game it's going to be in?
I feel like we should discuss the game part. Because we're both owners of a company. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of game we do? I mean, if we're competing, we must do the same kind of game, right?
Well, I feel like RPGs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it easy.
Yeah, because you know enough
I'm
about
pretty
them.
experienced in those. Yeah.
So
Just a little bit.
yeah. So I'm thinking it might be an encounter between you two.
Okay.
When you first find out that the other person's in competition with your company.
Oh, perhaps we could be up and coming companies.
Yeah, like how we started, and that's how we became rivals.
Yeah, how we became rivals. I like it. Yeah, that's good. Could be a good scene. Okay then.
So, do you describe it or do I describe it or?
think we both describe
Either or you can have one person describe a little bit and the next person kind of finish it off.
Do you want to meet at like a prior convention?
How about... Yeah, we could do it at a prior convention, and I would have created an RPG about drug smuggling, but put it under your company's name.
Oh, so you got like what, like some copyright infringement, maybe a little bit of defamation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To try to ruin your reputation.
Okay.
Awesome. And the whole thing, he got to talk in the back.
I've got to talk in the accent, yeah. That's gonna be great. Okay. Let's make this work. So Kyle is suddenly Scotch-Irish.
It's from all the stress, you know?
Well, we did say he was a voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's okay. That's fair. Okay. Let's see. So let's set the scene. We're coming up. I see that you've got a booth, and I'm checking it out.
You're checking out my booth?
I'm checking out your booth, girl. What are you going to do about it? What's at your booth?
So you see RPGs that are like about like puppies and happy
so
places, very cutesy stuff. Like all the characters, the girls are like anime characters with like the big eyes and like cutesy Sailor Moon outfits, things like that. Not what you would expect. There are like little things like tins that you could buy that have like little characters on them, or little dragons, little Pokemon characters too. But we would use it for recreational activities, but you could really use them for anything else. So there's little odds and ends there too that you could hide stuff in. Mm-hmm.
So it's made obvious on the box that this is about drugs. And how to hide them.
Well, it's not obvious to everyone.
Oh, that's great. Wait, well, hold on. Punch and Booty Games. How the hell they got my name? How they get my name on? I'm just coming in here. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, you.
Are you talking to me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. What's your name?
Mary Jane.
All right. Well, hi, I'm Kyle. Nice to meet you. Main primary designer for Punch and Booty Games. You might have heard of him.
It's just the way you say punch and booty and the accent is perfect. It's really spot on. Punch and booty. Okay. And what kind of games do you sell?
Well, apparently I sell your games.
My games?
Because you're putting my name right here on your drug smuggling game. What's up with that?
Your drug smuggling. Oh, we don't sell drug smuggling games here.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah,
you sure?
If you can see, our booth is pink and cheerful and for children.
Oh, kind of like an edibles booth. So these little sandbags full of white sand, what are they supposed to be in this game? I'm just curious.
It's like pixie sticks.
You've got removable walls in your game.
Yeah.
So you could hide stuff in them.
Well, you can put mints in there.
Well, there's also stacks of money in your game.
we sell Skittles too. Like, what's your point?
That's not a gun that anime girl's holding.
They have to protect themselves. I mean, they're wearing mini skirts. What do you want me to say?
All right. Listen, I'm not going to argue. I just want my name off the game. All right?
Yeah, but you made it.
I certainly did not make it.
I mean, it says your name on it.
It does.
Yeah, and it's printed. So clearly it's your game. It's not name isn't on it.
Okay. Yeah, it's printed, so it must be real, right? Yeah.
That's
okay.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I see how you're thinking.
It sells really well, by the way. I'm just saying.
So How much of the profits am I getting off of this?
I don't know. It's your company. I mean, if you want to send me the numbers, I'll tell you.
No, I'll be back. You see him walk off, and he comes back. I forgot. I have to do this in and out of character. He walks back, and he's got a couple of big lads with him.
Oh, jeez.
And they start kicking your booth down.
Oh my god! It's so
It's
violent.
like stomping on the games. It's like, let that be a lesson to you. No defamation. Copyright infringement's real. No plagiarism.
And I imagine as this is going on, they stomp on one of the kids and just this package of marijuana falls down.
Yeah.
And that's where we end the scene.
Nice. Oh, man.
So, this kind of looks the same for the dice. You and CA will get to decide whether it's a positive or negative for me, even though I wasn't really in the scene. And only on resolving, instead of giving away the dice, you get to keep it.
Oh, you didn't mention that earlier. That's good to know.
So
I like more for me. I like that. That's good.
So given that I wasn't in the scene, I think you would have to judge off of the scene itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's a generally negative scene.
Yeah, it's pretty negative.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would take the negative dice, and then I would get to keep it.
All right.
So I have one white die, one black die.
Ew.
And those will come up later.
Okay.
And because we're doing pretty quick scenes, we can do like one more a piece, and then we'll do the kill, which is the end of Act 1, and then we'll go into Act 2.
All right.
So CA is your second scene for Act 1.
Let's see what else we got on our list. Oh, this is the wrong one. This is the other one. That was the Batman one. That would have been.
All of a sudden, Batman drops in. And he's like, "Yeah, you can't just be stomping on people's games now."
Game cosplayers. I couldn't resist because I could so see that happening.
All right, so I will, and so there's another act after this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's one more act after we all do another scene.
So we'll end a scene. How to resolve, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We'll resolve a scene by doing the need to escape. We're going to focus on that.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
we go to escape writer's block.
Yes. And we already kind of brought that into me as Aiden. And so I imagine this is probably a time after we've done several books together, and we're starting to kind of drift apart because of this writer's arc. You're continuing on with your ideas, other people you're working with, and I'm just struggling.
And then, so I saw you earlier, and I'm still in troll cosplay. So I come up to you,
be a troll with an accent at the same time,
and say, "Hey, hey, I see that you're here," type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that depends on if this is gonna be at the convention and maybe unite or before then. I'm thinking it's before or
Okay.
like still during like our college years towards the end of them.
So develop that relationship a little bit more. Okay. So just a new stage where we've been writing. We've known each other now for a little while.
Right. I imagine a couple years at this point.
Okay. And this is where like maybe we start like seeing our differences or like
Yeah.
where the end of college.
I think it's like end of college is coming up, graduation, and you've noticed like I'm struggling with ideas and putting stuff out. Not like we started. You're probably calling me in to talk about future plans,
Right.
and kind of deal.
Okay, I'll be sitting at a table and I've called you in to sit and talk with you about a future together.
And then I imagine part of the scene after that's me running to Mary J. to escape this writer's block. As we do, maybe at some kind of college party.
Okay. Ed, it's good to see you, man. Come sit down. Come sit down.
Oh, good to see you, Kyle. And you can tell like he's kind of distracted, and he comes, sits down, says, "Man, I've really been having some trouble coming up with stuff."
Yeah, I noticed, man. You still having troubles with that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Things flowed easily at first, but the last 6 months or so.
We got to get something to jumpstart you, man. It's been 4 months.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it started it off when my mom died.
Oh my god.
I think that just, I don't know. Oh, you know, Mom, our family be a close, Mom.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony, man.
And I don't know, ever since my mind ain't been straight.
I get it, man. Bring it in. Come here. It's all right.
And
No.
I'll give you like one of those half hugs like
Yeah.
the football players do. Because, yeah, I've been enjoying what we do, Mom, but...
Well, don't give up on me now.
Oh,
Listen. I'm going to help you. All right? I've got something for you. Okay? Have you tried drugs?
Oh my! What a plot twist!
And it just kind of trickles, goes, well, Mom, you do know some of us do like certain herbs.
Oh, no, man. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the good stuff. No, I'm talking about, the booger sugar, the snow. You want to be a polar bear.
Oh, I haven't tried nothing like that, Mom. But who knows? I do have a party tonight to go to. I'm hoping that kind of perked me up.
Well, it'll perk you up, all right. You feel like you're on top of the world. But just be careful with that stuff. Don't get too into it, and don't get in any debts. So here, you're going to that party tonight. I got a bit extra cash. I'm gonna hook you up. Here you go.
Okay, awesome, Mom. By the way, how's our last book doing?
Well, it's funny you asked that. There's a reason that I've been, kind of dogging you a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. I know you just got done.
There's also a donation that came through.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
It's loading.
I mean, yay, but what do they want to do?
I don't know. I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I'm making sound. I have to turn myself down. Wait, where is it?
The donation.
Yes.
CA has to change her accent now.
Yay.
Oh, nice.
Well, now it's
Excellent.
gonna get crazy now.
Yeah.
Love it. It's
So
all right. You get some time to work on that.
yeah, we have so I'll take some extra cash. I definitely could use some on.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been mourning your mum, and I don't mean to bug you so much, but I've been having a bit of block myself. You know, it's coming out, but you know, it's real slow. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be. You know. So
Exactly, Mom.
No, I really
think-
love. I really want to be in a scene, because you know, I'm gonna smoke some pot. So if you could introduce me, it'd be great.
that would be cool.
So, I'll take your money. I'm assuming it's part of my pay.
I might get some other writers on. You know, I'm gonna see if they can get things flowing. But you have a good time tonight, man.
Okay, sounds good, Mom. And I'll talk to you probably day after tomorrow.
Make sure you try and get some sleep.
Yeah, I might need a day to recover, depending on how wild this party is.
That's really great.
And I take the money, I'll just kind of give him a.
Watch out for those Turner sisters. They're a riot.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man.
And then I look back, goes, you may not want to follow them into a room. I heard they had the whole football team on.
What are we even talking about anymore?
And then I just rock out in hour or two passes, and I show up at this frat house, party booming, college students drinking, and I walk in just kind of looking around, enjoying
Aiden,
music.
how you doing?
Mary Jane. Hey.
Sorry to hear
Giving
about your
up-
mother.
Oh yeah.
She's dope. Absolute dope.
Yeah, gotta just feel back, and relax, and take it in stride. Although it be hard.
You remember that time
my.
she let me bake brownies in her kitchen?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And they just starts laughing. And remember when she tried one, not knowing what was in it.
Yeah.
That was totally a hilarious mod. I don't think I ever see my mom so laid back.
No. I'm really sorry she died.
Yeah, it's been rough. And he kind of looks around, make sure no one is paying too close attention. Goes, I assume you have a stash on you like always.
You know.
Well, you
like
really
do.
know me well now, don't you?
Because we've had several aliens, and perhaps we can find a place to light one up.
Well, I did hid a stash at the funeral home.
Okay. Interesting choice. Nice.
Thought your mother appreciate it.
He kind of laughs, goes, long as it's not in the coffin, it'd be 6 feet under by now. And I don't think we want to go, digging no graves up.
All right. Well, that's fine. And so I slip you, like an ounce.
I said he'd slip yet the cash goes. So what's going on at this party?
I don't really know. I wasn't really invited. I just came in.
he kind of the ass goes, well, it's a frat party.
I'm just eating like popcorn by the droves, like. No, it's so good.
Awesome. And
I really love popcorn.
And I imagine after a while, we get some refreshments, some drinks, and then we probably step out back by the swimming pool and roll up a fat doobie and are passing it back and forth. And so, what are you planning for the future? You gonna keep supplying for?
Well, I think about the future when you can think about the now. Like what's happening now.
And they then just kind of chuckle. So like mom used to say, hey, tomorrow look after itself, man. and he just gives her this smile, just a big head passes the doobie, and I think that's the perfect spot to end that scene.
Okay.
So, the moral of that story is don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. They get you in big trouble. Bad people like CA.
and we will see what kind of trouble happens. So, I believe that was CA's ace, if I remember right.
My scene?
Yeah.
No,
or was it
I don't think that was
Sean's?
me. Right? Yeah, it was for your relationship originally together, so that was not me.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like so far away.
So I imagine, and Sean, did you pick to resolve the scene, or was it my scene? I think it was yours.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll go. I think it was.
So there was another donation. They were having trouble finding your name, Sean. I don't know if you're on the list.
I don't know. I thought I was.
Well, no, you really should get on it because I can't make a donation if you're not on it.
Oh, all right, fine. Get off my case.
Really has such.
Get that monkey off your back.
So
don't worry about that.
It's under New Wild's name.
That's fine. It's all going to the same place.
I gotta find the New Wild.
I mean, we can say it was mine to resolve. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
You can go ahead while I try to find.
Yeah, I think it was your
Their
scene,
site is
and
slow.
I think you had picked to resolve it. So I think for your character, it was a
No, it was
positive.
CS. It was CS scene.
No, I didn't start the scene.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I thought you picked to resolve and we made it.
Oh yeah.
Because he got a black die.
Oh, that's right.
last.
I pick resolve and you guys
Yeah,
create
so
it.
you
Yes.
get to
Gotcha.
keep. You get to keep one.
Okay.
Yes.
So what color is it?
So for CA, I think it was positive.
Oh, yeah.
Because she owned some old drugs and nothing.
She was at a party. I mean, it was great.
Wow.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
She was at a party. She was selling drugs. I mean, everything was going well for her.
Yeah. So I think it's
So
a
to
right
speak.
I die for CA.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Okay.
And then they would go to Sean to establish or resolve a scene.
I'll resolve a scene.
Okay.
You guys go ahead and make one. Unless you need some more time there, CA.
Yeah, this website's a little bit slow, and I want to make sure I get that donation in.
That's fine. I can
Okay.
establish one.
So what? So if you want, we can go ahead and I can say for establishing what I think.
Sure, go ahead.
I imagine this is a scene probably several years after the hour of college. You and me have quit working together.
Right.
Because I just haven't snapped out of this writer's block. And I imagine we're actually at a drug deal with me and CA. Right? and
You're working together now. You got a way to make money. You got all this writer's block.
Yeah. Oh no, I imagine, and it's me buying in some, and there's actually a police raid, and I get busted,
Oh.
Ooh.
and that's where the trouble comes from the drugs. Is I get in trouble, and CA actually makes it like acid evading. So I'd imagine that's how it goes. If you would like, Sean, this is an option that we sometimes use is NPCs and let the people who aren't involved in the scene play them. So, like, you could play one of the evading cops.
Okay.
Kind of deal.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
All of a sudden, you're a cop? Screwed.
That's enough.
Oh, you want to hear a Minnesotan accent there, huh? Okay. And apparently, CAS, you got to wear a hat.
Oh, I got to wear a hat?
Yeah, you got to wear a hat there.